Steve Jewin, MMA Mania. Mr. Page?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for taking the time today. I appreciate it. And
no problem.
Let's, first things first, how is the training camp going? How's the preparations for the fight with Curtis Millender?
Yeah, the preparation's going extremely well, shall I say, because everything that we wanted to, to better or to improve on has been happening. I feel really good, feel in shape. Just feel ready to go to start rocking and rolling.
It's only a week and a half away now, so we'll be rocking and rolling with the British invasion soon enough. But you talked about
definitely.
You talked about improving on your performance, and you've had some pretty spectacular ones already. A lot of first-round knockouts, but things didn't quite go that way with Nashon Burrell. So, what do you think happened in that fight that we didn't see the Michael Page that we're used to?
I think I got a little bit frustrated, and didn't expect him to kind of come out doing what he did. I felt he came into more survive than he did come into fight, which he achieved. But the fact is, I should be able to prevent these kind of things, because this is the kind of stuff that may happen again in the future. Even if halfway through the fight he decided whoever it is decides to change tactics and more survive, I should be able to have answers for it. And I did, and I just didn't execute what I've been training at the time. But it was a learning curve for me. It was good because I was able to demonstrate other aspects of my fight that I've been working on. But yeah, if that kind of stuff's not going to happen again, I'm going to make sure if anybody tries to crowd me, I've got the answers to create the space and land my strikes that I want to land.
Yeah, well, we want to see you land too, because when Michael Page gets a knockout, it's usually the highlight of the night for Bellator. So.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on Curtis Millender as an opponent? Do you think he'll try to do the same thing, then he'll try to stifle a fight and try to press it into a wrestling match, or do you think he'll stand and trade with you?
Again, he's from what my coach has said in a couple of fights that I've watched is he enjoys his striking side. I know he's got a wrestling in him as well, but he enjoys to play the striking game. And again, most people, when they have a striking game, they like to be the first person to outstrike someone that's known to be the better striker. So I'm sure it will start as a striking match, as they all do, and then he'll try to doctor and change tactics maybe later on when that's not working for him. So, but him as an opponent, on paper, I think it's a good matchup. Same kind of height, same kind of length, and same record. And again, he enjoys striking, so it matches up on paper very well. But I'm just going out there to show that none of these matches are going to be a good match for anybody.
Yeah, and it also matches up with the theme very well, the British invasion. It's a unique concept for Bellator, something they haven't tried before. So what are your thoughts on being on a card with so many other British fighters?
And I actually love what they're doing with regard to that. I'm glad to be the first to initiate it. I'll be one of the people that's on that card. It's good for UK MMA. It's like a stepping stone for UK MMA fights to start coming through after that. And I feel when you've got so many people at the same time doing well from the UK, it kind of encourages the UK fighter to know that they're able to get to that kind of level and to know that they're able to challenge the Americans now. I think it's a bit of a mental block now that's stopping the UK from progressing any further than they have so far. I think it's just that in our heads already, we feel the Americans have the advantage, but it's not the case. And I think the more and more we kind of do things like this, the more and more they're going to start believing, and we're going to start getting more and more talent from the UK.
Well, I think that's something we actually saw start to change with Michael Bisping on The Ultimate Fighter. I think he brought an awareness that there was the scene in the UK, and I think maybe some fighters wanted to follow that example. Do you feel that way as well? Yeah,
100%. But even with that, what I feel is there's always been good UK fighters out there, like you say, Michael Bisping and things like that, but they're never out at the same time. So it always feels like they're always being overcrowded. So this is why I like the British invasion. It's more than just the individual here and an individual there. It's a whole team of us coming over, and all at high level. And I think that's what's gonna make, a bit more of a fingerprint for the UK.
Now, we've got Paul Semtex Daly on the same card as you, fighting, a few fights later, and you're both in the welterweight class. Now, if you both get flashy, explosive knockout wins like you're both known to do, is that somebody you want to face in Bellator?
If that's what happens in future, then that's what happens in future. But if he's not someone now I'd ever be gunning for, he's the person I'd like to train with, because I know he's got a lot of experience, and it'd be, anybody with that kind of experience, they know something that they're doing in the gym, and it'd be a good thing for me to do, and hopefully something like that would happen. But with regards to him and his opponent, if it ends up happening, then it ends up happening. But it's not something I'm chasing down.
Well, is there anybody that you are chasing down at Bellator? I mean, are you looking for a title shot anytime soon if you keep winning with style the way you have been?
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, a title shot is something that's bound to happen sooner or later. But again, I don't target any one person, because you know what? I find, especially in MMA, the person that you might target now, by the time you end up, with that shot at the title, they might even be the title holder anymore. So I don't ever target a name. Whoever is in my way at that particular time, when my time comes to taking that title, that's what I want.
That's fair enough. I wanted to ask, you're pretty tall for a welterweight. You're 6'3" according to my stats.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What's that weight cut like? Because a lot of guys over 6 foot are fighting at light heavyweight or up.
Yes. Surprisingly, I don't start that heavy anyway. So I've never found. I'm only cutting 7 kg. So I don't. There's no stress, and I take my time. I don't do it all in one go. A lot of people kind of do it the last couple of weeks, but I take my time. I can be from 6 weeks out. I'm already starting to slowly cut weight, and I feel 10 times better doing it that way. Literally, I never feel any stress. I'm usually on weight the morning of the weigh-in. So when I wake up on weight. I just relax and not have any food until the weigh-in, food or drink until the weigh-in, and then I'm fine. Literally do all the rehydration and stuff afterwards, and I've never had any stress with regard to the wake up.
Well, that's the way to go, because no stress means you're going to come in better prepared for the fight. You're not going to be...
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So I also wanted to know, you got the nickname Michael Venom Page, MVP. It kind of rolls off the tongue. Is that something you did on purpose, or did that happen by accident?
Weirdly enough, that actually did happen by accident. It kind of seems like it's something that you purposely do, but it did happen by accident. I got a nickname when I was younger from one of my teammates, like a brother, Marvin. He was, from when I was young, he used to call me Venom. So that was my nickname. I've either been called Michael Page when I'm fighting, or had like people that used to know me, they used to call me Venom. And it's only when the nickname only started when I crossed over, and to be fair, I couldn't even tell you who pointed out the initials being MVP. But once it was, made clear, then we just kind of went with it. It was perfect.
It was probably a wrestling fan who pointed it out, because there's a famous wrestler named MVP who used to wrestle for WWE. Do you follow wrestling at all?
I used to a lot. And I know you're talking about. But, the second it happened, because I know it applies to a lot of different sports anyway, sports in general. I just thought it fit perfectly.
Yeah, it's very true. It does fit perfectly. And you've been the MVP on a lot of Bellator cards so far, so.
Yeah. I gotta continue that trend now.
So, just your thoughts in general on the Bellator promotion. It seems like they're very happy with you and you're very happy with them. It's like a good relationship right now.
100%. Like, to be fair, from day one that Bellator have dealt with me, they've handled me in the best way possible. They got the utmost respect for me as I do them. We work well together. When I go over there, the people that I've met over there, the staff in that you guys don't see behind the scenes that I work with, all treat me extremely well, and I'm really having a good time and on the show. And I'm kind of waiting to see. I'm waiting to do more and enjoy more better times with them.
Yeah, well, speaking of doing more, they've done a lot of profile packages recently now that they've gone to shows once a month instead of shows once a week. So, have you had a film crew following you around for one of those video packages?
We did one in the UK, obviously, for the British invasion. We did that. That was pretty exciting, actually. It was pretty good. We literally went round and showed them around London town. We was on the old school red buses and stuff. It was a really good fun day. We had out with them, and yeah, I loved it. I don't think it was even planned. We started just putting them around the place. So we really did have a lot of fun that day.
Yeah. Do you find that camera crews are a distraction when you're in a training camp, or do you just feel like it's part of being a fighter and you're okay with it and it doesn't really affect how you perform?
Yeah, I just enjoy what I'm doing. So that enjoyment far surpasses any kind of nervousness or expectation or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just having fun. I'm genuinely just having fun when I'm in that cage. So the other things like that, they don't bother me.
Speaking of having fun, we're going to have fun on February 27th at the Mohegan Sun Arena. It's going to be a fantastic show. So before we let you go, Mr. Page, I want to give you a chance to throw out some promotional plugs, sponsors, anything you want to mention.
Yeah, I've got working with Multipower, working with grips also, we've got the gear. I've also with all my nutrition for Know Your Foods. And basically I get fed the correct way, which helps, but with all healthy stuff. But at the same time, it doesn't disappoint my tongue because I've got a sweet tooth and stuff. Those having the right food people with you, it definitely helps with regards to helping me weight cut and stuff as well. Hands down, it's the new thing that's coming out as well with me. 6:30 next year. Paying attention to that. Just follow me on everything. I'm on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just keep an eye out and just keep supporting.
All right, we'll do that, and we look forward to your fight with Curtis Millender on February 27th in Uncasville. So, Mr. Page, Thank you for the time today.
Nice, no problem. Take care.